and I can take questions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abdul. Chinobe from PAL-FM. Just I have one question first and another request. Maybe let me begin with the request that I would request as we conclude, after a few minutes from now, you would briefly say what we just said in Luganda so that it can cater for our Luganda audience. That is the first request. Then a question. You've talked of allegations, and to help us suspend the allegations, as you've just stated, could you please tell us what you know about those allegations? Thank you.
I want to speak, send an audio in Luganda. No Luganda no Luganda Nenja summarizing when we finish what I have said. The question on allegations, I can really tell you that I have no answer to this. I do not know how anybody, when you are now in our office, you should ask all our managers. Our business is agriculture. We produce milk, yogurt, and other dairy products. Secondly, we have a small security company which must have ushered you in at the gate. 3, we have a media company, a small media company, because my background is communication. That's what we do for a living. The warehouse you see there, we rent it, we also work in it. Now, so for someone to imagine on social media that you own Imperial Royal, you export Simani terrible stuff out of the country, their intention is not just evil, but they also don't know you. They have not worked with you. They have not interacted with you. They are speculating in this ever-growing curve of politics. They think that you live, you eat, you survive by politics. Absolutely shallow. They think everybody in our country lives because there is politics. Yes, politics is the organization and management of society. We all contribute. But to really assume that associations with politicians, whether it's by birth, whether it's by marriage, therefore, you must be among politicians who do wrong things. It is not just diabolical, it is completely evil. What we do is in the public space. Our books of accounts are known. Our staff are known. You can ask them, but these are manufactured simply to attack my person, because I suppose I have some ideas that really rub the wrong side of some people. When we challenge in our society now, there's a lot of talk about individuals and less about ideas. So when you focus on ideas and you're trying to do the right thing, there'll be those who want to pull you using politics to pull you down. Unfortunately, they can't, because they don't know you. They don't know what you do. What you do is publicly known, and they are just speculating. So really, those allegations and rumors are diabolical. They are from the pit of hell, like I said. I don't even want to repeat them with my mouth.
But we find challenges during these talk shows where you host a person, he says out what he wanted to say, he makes allegations, but in some instances, people don't want to come out and defend themselves. For example, we host opposition politicians, but some of the politicians in the ruling government, they don't want to come out and defend their position. That's why you find some of these you call liars who make allegations dominate the airwaves. What advice could you give to such people in government, in business community, who don't want to appear on media to defend their position?
I think that really he who makes allegations should be the person to prove that those allegations are right or wrong. I understand you very much, because if you are a person in leadership in government, You owe it to the population to speak out when they talk about you, because you are serving in a public role. What I find strange is that people like me, I am not even LC1. I don't have a position in government. I am not in security. I am a private businessman. My time is spent looking for work, paying our workers, paying government taxes, and ensuring that our business survives to the next generation. Now, I find it very, very difficult to be responding to political allegations when I am not in that field. I think we need to separate those two things. If you make an allegation about a person who is holding a public office, that person first who makes the allegation should prove. Secondly, the person in a public office should defend themselves, because public offices often attract all sorts of allegations and categories of people who occupy them. Now, but if someone is in the private sector like me and many others who I see going about their lives, I do not think that it is right for me to be running to every media house to answer lies, yet what I do is really private. Partly the reason I'm doing this today is the 450 people we employ. When they see all these things circulating on social media, some of them think, is there something wrong with our colleague? Is there something wrong with our board member? Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong, but we waste time handling things which should not be really in the public space. Finally, on this issue bit, I think that you should not kick the can down the road, as they say. I think you in the media, you have deep responsibility, like I said, to call out bad behavior. If someone comes on my talk show and they make allegations about someone who is not on the talk show, and they play voices that are fake, I would, if I were in your position, I would shut you down. I would shut you down because you are not proving anything. You are simply making allegations. Yes, it is important those who are spoken about speak, but they do not have the forum that you have. Protect that forum, keep it impartial, keep it neutral, take lies from it, and you will see a harmonious society. You will expose the people who lack credibility. But if you keep inviting them to make more allegations so that people should come and respond, I think that is bad behavior on your side. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Once again, I'm Mukasa Fred from Power FM. You've really told us what you engage in, that is agriculture, security, and media. But those who make allegations may be towards you, bringing you in as one harboring political ambitions. And by doing so, all the allegations come in a way that for them they are trying to fight political interests of other individuals, such that they can prevent you from also, as it may be, getting an aid over the ones maybe they support. And now I want to understand, is it true that you're harboring political ambitions rather than business, as you've told us?
That's a very interesting question, really, to answer from my side. First of all, to have any ambition is noble. To have an ambition to do something good for your society, for your community, is noble. It's not a crime for anybody to say, I want to be a minister or I want to be a CEO of an institution. That for me is fundamental. Two, anybody who harbors is like someone pregnant. At some time, the pregnancy has to produce a baby. Now, why do you speculate on the pregnancy when you are not the one who is married to that woman? Are you the one who knows when she became pregnant or not? In my opinion, again, that is really speculation, absolutely speculation. Number three, all my life, I have been a teacher. From 1992 as a student, all those youth councils you see, all these leaders who are now important people, we have had teaching on how to build businesses, how to build a country, a young country, ideology. In all those, I have never hidden my worldview. Now, I do not, if I want to stand for anything, nobody needs to speculate. I will come and say it. As far as I'm concerned, I am a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm interested in expanding production of beef and milk to create more jobs for my country, to fill that manufacturing space, because a lot of us would be factory floor workers, but we're in media, we are in politics, yet really we would be factory floor workers earning a better income and changing our social formation. My interest really is in that area. I am not interested in politics. The last time I tried to help the national resistance movement, there were issues. I went back to my work. So whoever is speculating, tell them to shut up. I am a businessman, that's all I'm doing today.
A lot of questions to ask, but today I'll ask only one question in regard to what you're saying and what you just said. I'm the very person who played the audio that you recorded last time. I'm the one who played it yesterday on the radio because my colleague had lost a mother-in-law. So I had to step in and then do it for him. When I listen to you, of course, I'm trying to follow some of the things that are happening, the speculation that you're talking about. And in my mind, I want to really know, one, this country has over 41, million people. And these people who are circulating the speculations all over social media and in the country, I believe they can't match up to 41 million people in the country. Have you ever taken time to speak to those people before coming to media? Because I think you know some. Have you ever taken an initiative to go and talk to them and settle out the matter? And secondly, why do you think these people are, speculating about you and causing all this damage and so on to you? Why? Is there anything that the audience doesn't know? Or it's just something, as you say, they just want to tarnish your name? And why would someone really wake up and just tarnish your name just like that? Thank you.
First of all, I thank you for running the audio yesterday. I think I received feedback and I am sorry for the loss of the mother-in-law of Jagenda. I think he's the one who lost his mother-in-law. You give him our condolences. Huh? Have you taken initiative to visit to speak to those people? Mulanzi, I speak to market people, to farmers, to anybody. I am a very open person. Particularly for me, I believe that, again, people hold perceptions about others because they don't know them. I am someone who wants to come from the unknown to the known. I have no high, I have no low. In terms of people, every person is extremely important. Learning comes from all sources. Now, first of all, if you take some of those bloggers, I am told they do this out of the country. Even if I wanted to see them, I don't know where to find them. Secondly, they have not called me as a person to say, Rwabwogo, I am upset with you for nothing. That I have really not had anybody call me, and I refuse to meet them. And then as a consequence, they go on air. Now, they come to you people on media houses. I have had this 1 hour of interaction with you. Ask them to call me. Ask them to come and see me. ask them why they prefer the radio and not one-on-one. Because when someone prefers shouting on air, either they have a particular agenda, which I can't tell, or they are depressed about something and they see another person who is maybe doing something better, and they assume that they could be that person if they disparage them. So you should ask them. I am sure you have their phone numbers and names. A lot of them, I don't know them. Since they come to you, you say, but Rwabwogo has talked to us. Instead of talking to us, why don't you first talk to Rwabwogo? Here is his number. So I do not know who they are. The only one I have heard is that fellow called Umbuye, or a blogger, and another one is Mirundi. Mirundi, for me, I forgive him because I think and I didn't want to talk about individuals, but since you've raised this, I suspect Mirundi has a psychiatric problem. He's not okay. He would really, if he had a family that would not allow him to go naked, because it's not, they would hold him in the house and help him instead of allowing him in the public. So you people in the media are the ones who are making him a comedy instead of helping him. So I believe that some of them are not okay because I am here. I have done nothing. My office is known. My home is known. My farm is known. Why don't you come and talk to me if you have an issue? So I think that given you've raised this question, tell them, those who are unwell, if they need medical care, I can help. I help so many people in that area, but I'm not going to walk into someone's house because they have abused me. No, I am available. Before you speak, you should consult the person you are speaking about. Now, your other question is, why speculate about you? I don't know. Frankly, there are 41 million people in Uganda, but they speculate about me. The only thing I can tell you, I must be doing something good. Because if you are doing nothing, nobody wants to talk about you. If you are doing something that challenges people, perhaps they find it repugnant and they speculate other intentions. I have no intention other than to raise my children in a safe country and build a business that can help the next generation, because our businesses end with every new generation. The next generation doesn't know what to do. I am trying to build a corporate entity that is run independent of me. I mean, you are there, I'm not there. That business, by God's grace, is growing. Nobody is my relative in that business. They come from across the country. They are earning an income. That for me is a major contribution, and there are hundreds of thousands of Ugandans doing that. I think that they speculate about me because of the increase in politics and less growth in the economy. If people had more work to do in the factories, in farms, they would not spend their quality time on social media manufacturing things. That's my answer. Yes.
Yeah, lastly from me, you've asked us to call out on bad behavior on such people who treasure in rumors. But at times when we ask them, as in trying to stop them, they give us an answer and they're like, why aren't those that we talk about take us to court? Because they can take us to court. And if we are found guilty, we can be prosecuted. I want to understand, can't the aggrieved take on these people to court or any other before maybe they come on the media?
You know, it's very sad for someone to lie just so that you take them to court and they create more publicity. There is, first of all, I don't believe in courts. If I believed in court, as a first port of call, I think I would be in court now against Impact FM and Pearl FM, very specific. Because what you did was to give voice to a lie, and you could not prove it. If I was a very court person, I would be in UCC. I would be checking on your licenses now, questioning why you host particular people. So it's not like that route is closed. I deliberately prefer conversation, understanding, because that's how we build for tomorrow. A family is not built by fighting. A family is built by caucusing. What we are doing this morning is caucusing on what really matters in economy, in press, in politics. Now, if someone thinks that, oh, I'm going to go and lie tomorrow so they take me to court, oh, that is very sad. It's absolutely sad. I can tell you, if I wanted to go to court tomorrow, many of those reporters, many of those people making allegations who I think like Miruni is insane, you would have to take them to Tabika and check them. Why should I do that? Huh? What value is in taking people to court when we can stop rumors by having a conversation? Finally, you take people to court often when you are trying to defend your reputation. I have nothing to defend about myself. I have done everything good any person of my age can do by training young people, by creating businesses, by raising a family, by playing my role in my generation. I have done nothing. I have not killed a human being. I have not stolen anybody's property. I have not done nothing. Why should I to defend what? I have nothing. My reputation is intact because reputation is what people think you are. Character is who you are. My character is unassailable because I can walk and run on Kampala Road like I do in Muziga. In the lockdown, the last one, I would walk 32 kilometers a day through communities because I owe nobody harm. I don't expect anybody to have ill feelings. I can tell you why some of those people do those things. Kulika ekintu bakiyita jealousy. Jealousy omusajja oyo tasooka kuba bw'atyo nga talina kyayimiriddeko. Kyayimiriddeko Katonda n'okukolesa amaanyi. That is all. So I don't want to go to court unless I am pushed to court. Plus, when you go to court, you destroy the house, you destroy the foundation, you destroy the fabric of our society. You gain nothing. When you converse and have a meeting of the mind, you build a bridge to tomorrow. That's my philosophy.
Mr. Rwabwogo, byokwogerwako bingi ddala z'ogamba nti ozise eŋŋambo na byanjwanjwa mu Luganda bwe tuyita. Ki ky'oyogera ku ebyo ebikwogerwako? Mu bufunzi.
Summarizing.
Yeah.
Banange ebinjogerako bya bulimba nange sibimanyi. Ababindeetera b'emikwano gyange ku social media bangamba naye ono nga akuvuma gy'ova, akuvuma mirimo gyo, akuvuma bye boogera byonna bya bulimba. Ate njagala Abannayuganda bampuliriza n'emikwano gyange mumanye nti ensonga ziri ssatu. Eggwanga ekonome yaalyo ebyensaasaanya by'enkulaakulanya bwe biba nga bikyali bitono, social change naye ebeera ntono. Abantu abangi balowooleza mu politics nga banoonya gundi akasaala, nga banoonya okuwulirizibwa. Nze ndowooza ekyo kye kireeta abantu okukola speculation. Njagala bwa ekyokulabirako kwaliko omukyala mu 912 baali bamuyita Nanyonga. Nanyonga yali atunda omusenyu eraka ng'aguweereza abantu bawonye HIV AIDS. Abantu ne baddukira ewa Nanyonga naye HIV nebatta. Abaddukira mu bya bulimba baddukira ewa Nanyonga. Tebalina science, tebalina conversation, balina speculation and superstition. Nze ndowooza ekyo kye kireeta ebyo ebitali ebirungi okubiwulira mu ntambi. Ekyokubiri, bannamawulire mikwano gyange abatakola ka research, abatakola investigation, kubanga ndowooza bangi bato mu myaka, maybe batono mu kusoma, eggwanga tebanategeera nti tolizimbira ku bya bulimba. Abaweereza platform ebyo by'obulimba, olwaleero mbabuulira mikwano gyange ab'amawulire, muleke tusome tutegeere nti bw'otaba honest w'amazima, bw'otafuna kye naayise attribution, bw'obanga towulira ddala nti Rwabwogo yayogera, tuteekako ddoboozi lye. Bw'okola ekyo, obanga kye naagambye kye bayita kansa, kansa eyo gy'olaba eri parasitic virus eyingira seeru ne zifuna relationship, omuntu ne zimukuba wansi. Amawulire gaffe tugenda goonoona, freedom yaffe tugyonoone, tuddukire mu za kooti ezitayamba. So kyakiri nti tuganye ebyobulimba, tukozese conversation. Kye njagala nsembyeyo, njagala mbabuulire bannange, bw'obeera olina ky'okola, ndowooza bw'obeera mu bavubuka, nga nze bwe mbeera mu bavubuka, bw'obeera ng'osomesa, bw'obeera ng'ozimba business, maybe kuliko abo balowooza nti by'okola byonna obikola ku lwakuba olina relatives abali mu politics. Na bo balowooza relatives bakuwa by osmosis. Nze obwenge amagezi agange Katonda ye yagampa, amaanyi agange Katonda yagampa, family yagimpa, business yagimpa, nkola bulijjo n'amaanyi ndabe nti Katonda kye yampa olunaku ndina kye nkozeeko, sikolera politicians. Ate siri mu politics. Bwe mba njagala kusomesa politics nzitegeera, naye sisobola kusomesa politics ez'ebigwagwa ezitalina kye ziyamba. So njagala mumanye okuva olwaleero nti Rwabwogo gwe muwulira si muntu wa ntalo, muntu yeetaaga basseruganda n'emikwano gye bazimbe eggwanga wamu. So bwe muwulira ebyo bye boogere bya bulimba, throw them out, mubigaane, kubanga byakutwonera obudde, tuliawo nga twandibadde tukola ekirala. Mbeebaza ddala.
Katonoko, olina ekigendererwa ekyokwetaba mu politics ng'oggyeko media, agriculture ne security.
Politics esingayo obulungi okwe kufuna kasooli n'omukolamu akawunga n'omupaakinga n'omutunda n'ofuna ssente n'oemployinga abantu. Eyo politics esingayo obulungi kubanga eba ezimba ggwanga. Politics ey'akazindaalo, ey'omuddomo, ey'amawanga, ey'amaddiini, nfu, eyo sigigendaamu. Eyo Katonda yagigoba mu ggwanga lyaffe, siragigendaamu. Nze ndi musajja wa bizinesi, ndi musajja musomesa, asomesa national collective values, tekulika mpa musaala, ebya politics banange mubinzijjemu completely. Muleke twogere ku trade, kati enguudo ze bazimbako ngo ani anaatwalayo ebyennyanja, ani anaatwala ennyama, ani anaatwala amata. Lwaki tetwogera ku nguudo ezo ne be tusobola kutunda Congo? So si kwogera mirundi yayogedde, mirundi yagambye mbu ebyo biki bannange. Nze politics ezo sizirimu n'akatono. Mumbuuze ku trade, mumbuuze ku investment, mumbuuze kuzimba business z'abavubuka abanoonya mirimu abatalina gye basobola kufuna capital. Bembeera bulijjo nga ndwana nnyo okulaba nti tukolagana nabo, oli n'afuna ke yeekolera. Ezo ze politics ze ngenda okuyingiramu, so si ziri ez'amawanga ze mpulira.
Lwaki abatera okwogerako ebyanjwanja tubatwala mu kooti?
Kibuuzo?
Lwaki abakwogerako ebyobulimba tubatwala mu kooti?
Kooti tezimba ggwanga, kooti tezimba mikago. Nze abanzaala maama wange ne taata wange baakulira mu kyalo bakiyita Alwala. Alwala esangibwa Amolata. Ne bavaayo ne bagenda wano e Buluuli ne bavaayo ne bagenda embalala. Eggwanga lyonna tulyetoolodde, ndi Mulango, ndi Muganda, ndi Munankole, ndi Mucholi, kati ononteeka wa. Bwe ngenda mu kooti, I will be fighting my brothers on lies. Nze sisobola kugenda mu kooti so nga sifunye conversation n'okutegeeragana okulungi ne tu-exposinga kiri ekibi, kubanga kooti zoonoona obudde ate zoonoona time, zoonoona enkolagana, ate tezizimba professional namwe ab'amawulire. Route ya kooti kweri singa nali njagala genda mu kooti bannange radio ezimu nandi batutte mu kooti naye nze ndowooza mu kooti tetulina kisoma ky'amaanyi, kubanga kati kyemugezaako okwonoona kibadde reputation. Naye nze reputation si ye character yange teina buzibu, tisaagala genda mu kooti, njagala tufune conversation. Manyi mumwe kati bwe muva wano nawe mugenda kubuuza bali ababaleetera ebyo bya bulimba, omusajja twogedde naye, where are you getting these rumors? Bo bwe baba bataaga kugenda mu kooti mubagende mu mawulire amalala, okuba olifu terizimba ggwanga, sijja bigendamu. Say that again.
Ebimu ku bibasinga okwogerako ebyobulimba.
Sisobola kuyisa mu kamwa kange bali bye balimba mbambiwa air ebyo bifu. I said their lies from the pit of hell. Sisobola kufuna gunda alimbye kati nange ndamu kya bulimba. No. Abaayo bagambye babiddemu, nze sijja biddamu. Kubanga kyenkola kimanyibwa, muli mu ofisi yange mugiraba, musobola kubuuza managing director waffe kyenkola, ebyo bye boogerako bifu, sijja biddamu n'akamwa kange.
Olinayo personal grudges n'abantu abo, lwaki gwe ku bantu obukadde obusukka 40 obuli mu ggwanga lino era wali ogezezzaako okubatuukirira omanye lwaki bakulumba?
Ekyo ekigambo ky'okozesa kinsekeza. Personal, sibamanyi. Okufuna personal grudge oba omanyi omuntu, abana abantu ze sibamanyi n'akatono. Naye kankubulire, bw'obeera musuubuzi nga nze tosobola kufuna personal grudge n'omuntu. Why? Kubanga obusuubuzi, okunoonya emirimu kikuleetera okutegeera enkolagana n'abantu. Nze kyentambulirako kyekyo kiyunitinga abantu, si kyange ng'omuntu. Singa kiba kyange ng'omuntu, sandibadde nga nsomesa abavubuka, sandibadde nga ngenda mu agriculture, nandibadde mu politics zino ze mwogerako. So sina personal grudge with anyone. Sibamanyi, nenze ndaba boogera. Actually, n'ebisinga bye boogera sibimanyi. Mpulira abantu babinsendinga ne bagamba oyo omusajja kyakwogerako kyekino na kino, nengamba mubaveeko. So sina personal grudge, sisobola kufuna personal grudge n'omuntu kubanga my understanding of the world enforcinga okukolagana n'abantu, kubanga mu bantu mubaamu abantu abazimba business, abazimba eggwanga.
Thank you so much.
Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala. I think I've handled the Luganda one too.